Okay. Hey guys, welcome to my makeup channel, Emmmua, that is Emmmua. My name is Emily. Thank you all for tuning in, watching this look. I like to call this my natural glowy everyday look. Super easy to do, so if you would like to learn how to, just keep on watching. So we are going to go right in with our eyebrows first, and I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil in soft brown. And I have uneven eyebrows, so I sometimes go through my makeup, go redo my eyebrows sometimes 5 times during my whole application process, just to make them look as even as they can be. So the first thing I do is I take the spoolie and brush everything up, and then I go ahead and I line underneath, and then I brush everything down and I line on top, and then I go in and fill in the
Good job.
So I don't know about everybody else, but I can't talk while I'm doing my brows. So eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Okay, so to start off my eyes, I do not use an eye primer or an eye base or anything. I actually go in with my Becca Cosmetics Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. It just works really well for me. It works better than any primer I've ever had for me. So I'm just going to take, that was too much. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just dab that on the eye with my finger. And then take my beauty blender and just kind of blend that in a little bit. I'm going to be using 2 different palettes. This first palette is the Sorta Sweet palette from Kylie Cosmetics, and the first color I'm going to be going in with is Berry Bite. I'm just going to tap that off. This. So I'm going to just take the Berry Bite and start off in the outer corner. I'm just going to tap that in at first. And then I'm going to use circular motions just to kind of blend it. And then take a little bit more of that, and we are also going to put that on the inner corner. Not too much, not too far in, avoiding the middle of the eye. And then we're just going to blend both of the corners in. So kind of like right in the crease, right above the crease. Just go back and forth. Blend it all in. And then I am going to take this little dual-sided brush from, this came in one of the palettes from Urban Decay, one of the Naked palettes. It's the dual-sided brush, and I'm just going to take this little blending brush on this end and tap it into the color Rosé from that same palette, the Sorta Sweet palette. And not a lot at all. We're just going to use that as a transition color, just right on the very top of the Berry Bite, just very lightly. Jesus, it's like he's throwing all of his furniture around up there. All right, so that's it. Nothing too crazy. So we are going to go in with a darker color Cocoa, and not a lot at all. We're just going to tap this into the very, very outer corner just to kind of darken that corner up a tad bit. Blending that together in to one another, blending that together into one another. And it just darkens that outer corner up just enough. Perfect. All right, so going back in with the tiniest bit of my, I keep on putting this on the wrong finger, of my Becca Cosmetics foundation. We are just going to tap that into the very center of the lid. And then taking a small concealer brush and just tapping that in. Just as, because I'm going to go in with a little glittery, shimmery shade, so this will help make that pop and blend in with the other colors. And then when you are blending out something like this, whether you use concealer or you use foundation or primer or I forgot what it's called, whatever you use to make the cut crease, just kind of tap the edges. Don't kind of swipe at them, just tap them and it blends them out perfectly. I'm going to take this, not that one. I'm going to take this small eyeshadow brush right here, and I am just going to spray that with some setting spray. Wetting your brush helps certain colors pop way more, especially a shimmer. I am using the Blue Honey palette from Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm just going to be using one color from this, and it's going to be Buzz Off is the color. So taking that color on our wet brush, and we are just going to tap that into the center of the lid. Until you feel like you have enough coverage right here. All right, and then going back in with the Berry Bite from the Sorta Sweet palette. You can just kind of go over the edges of that just to blend it in. Like so. All right. And then, so I am actually going to take the same color that we used on the lid, Buzz Off, and the other end of the Urban Decay makeup brush. I can't talk. The other end of the Urban Decay brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of Buzz Off and put that right, very lightly, right on the brow bone. And then a little bit right here as well. All right, so that is it for the eyeshadow. All right, hey guys, so we are going to go in with foundation, and the foundation I use is the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation in the color Buttercup. So that is this product right here. And what I am going to do is I'm going to just squirt a few, like 3 squirts, we're gonna go 4 squirts on the back of my hand like that. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender, and my beauty blender has a few different sides to it. So there's the typical, you know, round beauty blender, and then it has a long flat side and a small flat side. So I'm going to go and use the long flat side, and I'm just going to lightly dab that product right on like this. And my beauty blender is damp as well, so you can always use it dry. I don't really use concealer all that much, but I do use an eye brightener, and this is from Bare Minerals called Stroke of Light Eye Brightener in the shade Luminous 2. And I am just going to swipe that once under each eye. And then I'm going to take the small flat side of my, what is this called? A beauty blender. And just go ahead and put that in. All right, so after we have done that, I now set the under eyes, and I use the YoungBlood High Definition Hydrating Mineral Perfecting Powder in Translucent, just a loose powder just to bake the under eyes with. So I am again going to take the small flat edge of the beauty blender and just dab that in the powder and go right in there. Alright, so once we have that on there, I always go in with bronzer. And my favorite bronzer at the moment is the Hoola by Benefit bronzer. This is absolutely awesome. So I don't really contour my nose. Every now and again I will a little bit. I guess I will today just for fun. I will just take this little tiny brush right here that comes in the, I have the mini bronzer, so this comes in the bronzer, and I'll just take whatever leftover product I have on here and I will just run it down the sides of my nose very lightly, and that's it, and that is my nose contour. Okay, so going into bronzing, I like to go from the tip of the ear towards the corner of the mouth. That's kind of the direction and where you want to place that product just to get it perfect. And you can suck your lips in. A lot of people find that helpful. I know where to put it now, so I don't really suck it in at all. And then I just blend that up. You always blend up and not down. All right, and then I take a little bit and I always put it right on my temples, right in here. And then whatever makeup I have left over on that brush, I always just run along my jawline. I don't like a super harsh jawline on myself, so that's really all I will do there. Alright, now going in with blush, I am going to use my Kylie Cosmetics blush in the color Barely Legal. If you haven't guessed by now, I am a fan of Kylie Cosmetics. That's probably about a quarter of my makeup right now, so this is the color I'm going to be using. And then I am going to take this blush brush right here. So I'm just going to smile, make my cheeks pop a little bit, and I'm going to very lightly circular motion right on top of that bronzer. Or right above it, right over the top line of the bronzer. Alright, so there is that. And then going in with everybody's favorite part of doing their makeup right now, highlighter. And again, this is from Kylie Cosmetics, her loose powder highlighter in Santorini. This color is absolutely gorgeous. I am obsessed with it right now. I don't know how well you can see in the camera the color, but there. And then I'm going to take this brush right here. This is my favorite brush for highlighting. Perfect size and everything. And then this color, this highlighter is very pigmented, so really put on small amounts at a time. And then I always start on my cheeks and work up. Okay, and then once you have that there, I always like to do circular motions with the brush just to blend that up a little bit and blend it out a little bit so it's not like a super harsh line of highlight. And then I am going to take, I don't put any more back on my brush, and then, so no more on your brush, and I'm just going to lightly run it down the bridge of my nose. Very, very lightly. All right, so now that we have all of our contour done, our highlighting and blush, I'm going to go back in with the, what are you doing up there? Jeez. I'm going to go back in with the loose translucent powder from YoungBlood. All right, so going back in, using my Beauty Blender again, and I'm just going to slide that down the bottom of that bronzer, just kind of creating a really sharp line. All right, and then once I have that done, I am going to go in with this nice, I'm losing my train of thought on what this brush is called. I'm just gonna call it a nice fluffy powder brush, a nice fluffy powder brush for now. And I'm going to lightly put that into the, why am I losing my train of thought with everything? With the loose powder, with the loose translucent powder, very lightly. And then I'm just going to run that along my face. It's translucent, so you can kind of put it over everything. Just to really set everything and really focus on the areas that we haven't put any powder on at all, definitely. All right, so I don't like my stuff to really bake and set for too long when I really pack the product on there. So just kind of wipe that all away. And then we did bake a little bit right here, but I only put a really little bit underneath. So there's really never much product to pull away right there for me. I'm going to put eyeshadow underneath of my lower lash line, and I am going to go in with the Berry Bite again, so the color that we used in the crease and on both corners. I'm going to go in with that, and I'm going to go in with this nice little blending brush right here. Then here is the color. It's from the Sorta Sweet palette, again, called Berry Bite. I'm just going to lightly tap that in there. And just run that. I don't like a really defined under eye. I just like it all to get pulled together in the end. So this is the only color that I'll put under here. Some people, they like a really, really defined like pop. All right, so after that, putting that color underneath of the under eye, it just kind of pulls the eyes together. It doesn't really, like I said, I don't like a really defined under eye, so that's all I'll do. Now going in with mascara. So I'm not gonna put any fake lashes on. I know a lot of people do. My eyelashes are very, very long, so I'll only wear fake eyelashes if I'm doing a really dramatic eye. Other than that, my eyelashes are long enough. I only use mascara, probably 99% of the time. So the mascara I am using is Lights Camera Lashes from Tarte. And I am just going to line the top and bottom. Love makeup today.
Pause! She looks good for me every day. Don't listen to her.
You're so sweet. All right, so now that that is done, we are going to go in with lips, and I am going to let my boyfriend choose what color lips I'm going to do. This is his favorite part. He usually always picks my lip colors.
Both of them would look good. But see, normally I'd go with that one.
This one?
The other one.
This one, you would normally go with this one?
I would normally go with that one, but since you're doing a video, let's say that one.
So lips, I'm going to go in with my lip liner, and of course these are Kylie Cosmetics, both products, lip liner and lipstick in the color High Maintenance. So I overdraw the top lip just a little bit. I go right outside my natural lip line, and the bottom lip I follow the natural line. And then I like to fill my entire lips in too. Some people like to just outline, some people like to fill in just the corners. I like to do my entire lip. Alright, and then going in with the lipstick, again from Kylie Cosmetics in the color High Maintenance. So I'm just going to go right over top of that lip liner. If my boyfriend is home and I'm doing my makeup, I'll ask him every time. Are my lips even? Are my eyebrows even? Am I overlooking this too much? Alright, so now that the lips are done, I'm just going to go in with, I lost the cap to it, the cap was on. My setting spray, the Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Spray. And I'm just going to spray this all over my face. There we go. And it always looks and feels intimidating because you're putting something wet on your face, but this really does make your makeup last so long and sets very well, and I swear by it. So now that the look is done, I'm going to go do my hair and change my clothes, and then I will be right back. Alright, hey guys, I'm back. This is the final look, hair done, outfit, everything, and I am loving it. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share with all of your friends, and thank you for coming to watch Emmmua.